Welcome everyone to the new video of the Doubt Horizon, and today we will be talking about the topic hash maps. So as I mentioned in my earlier videos that I won't be teaching any topic, but why I'm doing this right now was the reason behind this is one of my junior asked me to give me some resources and helpful resources. Like, he directly said give me some explanation videos because he's not able to understand from certain notes or a Geeks for Geeks site. So he wanted a video, so I tried to recommend him some videos, but it was not helpful because I also saw those videos and I was like, normal person cannot understand these things from a video. If you're not getting things, yeah, video is one of the source, on YouTube is one of the source we try to generally look for. So the videos are not up to the mark for a normal kid to understand. So what I am going to do in this, I won't be just saying okay, just do some put, do some get. No, not like that. What I'll do, I'll give you some basics. What is a simple hash map, not detailed version of the theory part. So if you are looking for some theoretical part, please just don't come in this video. It's totally the practical aspect and how you have to learn hash map. I'll give you some problems in the description. If you follow my description, then you'll get the link to the problems. And when it comes to the theoretical part, I will give you the link to the theoretical part as well. Internal working of the hash map, you can learn from there. I won't waste time on that. I'll just focus on the part which is important from the coding aspects. So first of all, let's discuss the part why it is called a hash map. So if we take understand what is hash map, so this hash part is because of the hashing technique which is used to create a hash map. So what is a hashing here? Like, it's not a big deal. In simpler word, if I can say what is hashing is, you take a longer string, okay, you make it some short codes. The short string, that is some form of code you can generate. Okay, there are formulas for that, you can get in the link. And why these hash codes are made? So these hash codes are made so that searching is easier and faster searches and indexing can take place. All these are the simple things that has been told about the hash map. So moving on to the other aspect of hash map that we will be applying on the coding. So let's move on that part. And I basically, what I feel is hash map not a thing that is just learned and you can just think like, okay, today I just learned hash map and I can just, tomorrow's exam I can just write anything on it. No, you need to practice on certain questions. And one more thing, the link to the questions will be in the description, so you can go and solve few problems. And if you've solved few problems in hash map, then I think your idea will be clear why we use a hash map. So I will be telling that as well in between the videos, why to use a hash map. And now how I will continue in this video, I should tell you before moving forward. So first we will getting to know the basic one or two basic functions, that is put and get function, how that thing happens, and some overriding things of hash map. And then we'll move on and explain you how values are stored in a hash map through the help of a program, a simple program, not some complex program, a simple program where you can understand what is happening. Okay, so guys, now I will teach you the two important functions and the basic functions of the map, and that is the put and the get. So what you need to do before starting with the map, you need to import that thing, the util.hashmap, but you just do asterisk here. You can just take all those things, scanner and everything. Each time you have to learn what is for collection, you dot collections. So no need to write all those things, just write an asterisk over there. So it will import everything. And see, now the point is we will start with the hash map. So we will try to put this into the hash map that we are creating. So what is this? So it is saying that for the key A, my value should be 1. For my key B, my value should be 2. And for key C, the value should be equal to 3. So now we come to the statement where we declare this hash map. Okay. So see, what we do, we can write this as a normal map also, or we can write a hash in front of it. Doesn't matter, same thing. And what is inside that bracket, that is the greater than sign bracket, whatever sign bracket. So the first value represents the key and the second value represents the value. Okay, the first key and second the value. So for every key there has to be a value. There can be a value, depends on what things you have taken. So default value should be there. Now we have named our map as hash map as map, and then some people try to write here as like this also. Okay, this is also some people write that thing as well. But if you don't write this, it works, no problem, because it knows, okay, from that the first part itself that you are taking a key as a string and the value as an integer, so no need to write this. So we will shorten the code, and the next part coming up, I will try to optimize everything, whatever things, the small functions I know, I'll try to teach you, so that for the bigger aspect of coding, it can be covered in single line if you try and practice more questions on it. So if we do like this for this particular thing, so if we do map.put and then we apply, so we have put the value 1, okay, with the key A, and then it's a similar thing if we do map.put and if we apply the same thing, okay, and then it's 2, and then the same thing if we do, okay. And see what actually happens is this over here is that when we write map dot put a comma 1, so add for the key A, it will add the value as 1. So for example, if we just print this thing, system.out.println, okay, oh, I missed the out, you can't miss that out, yes, and then you can write as map and you can print this thing. So what actually happened, you can see this, okay, I got an error, okay, sorry for that, yeah. So the result, we got the result right now, and some hello world is also printed over here, so no problem. So our result is this. Actually it's saying that for the key A the value is 1, the same thing I'm repeating from that time, okay. So this is it, how we put a value, and if we want to get a value, so why we are using a hash map rather than any other thing, or creating a class sort of thing, or making some our own sort of some data structure sort of thing, so that we can get access the values. See, actually what happens, like when you want to get a value from a hash map, then if you just write the key, it will give you the value. For example, in a institution we have a registration number and the name. So if I have a registration of some guy, like for example, I have some registration of my, so if someone calls that particular registration number, so I should call that thing. So I say, yeah, this is the value, goes to Jayant. Okay. So the same thing applies over in a map. So if you don't start searching, and if you start searching like a normal thing in anything you are implementing, and if you're trying to search a particular what is the name for that particular registration number, then it will take a maximum of what do you say, log of n, a minimum of log n if the data is sorted, even the data is sorted, okay, that will the minimum thing you have to do that. But here what happens, as soon as you write map.put, and if you know that key, then you can just put that map.get, for example, A, then you can get the value, okay, and you can get what the value is. So it's quite simple, and we can see the value. The value is 1 is printed. The value 1 is printed up over here. Okay, we can see that. Now, for example, if I say that, okay, for A I inputted 1, and then for B 2, and then again if I say, if I do this, A equal to for example 4, if we consider 4, okay. So if you do this, then what should it happen? Should the value of A be 1 or 4? So what actually happens, the map finds that key and it puts it. So earlier it was 1, now it will be overridden to 4. So you can see from the output itself. So you can see the output, map.get at A, if we did that thing, he said, okay, he has overridden that thing. So if you have single integer, it will be overridden, and if you have a like array list sort of thing, you can add in that. That's not a big problem. It's just for the understanding, like if you have a certain one value, and if you try to insert some other value, try to add some other value for the same key, then it will override that thing. So let's move on to the part where I will be explaining the complete hash map working with the help of a very popular code, that is the anagrams, and how to implement anagram using the hash map. So hi guys, this is the program for the anagram. So what is an anagram? So if I say what is an anagram, so if two strings are said to be an anagram to each other if they have the same length and same characters, So what I mean by that, if take a simple word and jumble it, so whatever the jumbling you will do to that particular word, it will have the same length and same characters what the first string had. So that is called and both are the anagrams to each other. Okay. So how do we solve a problem saying, like for example, two strings are given, then say okay, either of the are the two strings anagram or not. So we will solve this problem using Hashmap. So what actually we are doing over here, so how the Hashmap is filled, how the things go on, each and every process we will discuss, and we will do the post-mortem of it. Yeah, you know the post-mortem. Yeah, we'll just take it apart. Believe me, we'll do it. No, it's not part, it's apart. Yeah. So let's move ahead, and what we did over here is, first of all, we made a character array. Okay, and why I did s1 again, I don't know, it's s2. Okay, so what we did, we just splitted the characters. I think you should know this thing, to char array, what that does in Java. So what it happens, like for example, if it's like the name is J, so it will take it J, A and Y as three characters. Okay, so we are doing it, you can just use s.caret, something like that function. And let's move on. We made two hash maps. Okay, the first hash map. So why we are making this hash map? So this hash map is made so that we can have the character count. So the logic behind solving this question. First of all, let's discuss the logic behind solving this question. So how we can do that? So what we will do, we'll count each alphabet and each alphabet in a given string, and if the alphabet numbers are equal to the alphabet numbers of the other hash map, if the both hash map having like 4 characters are there, and all these characters have some count, and if the same count for the same character is in another hash map, then it is called the anagram. The logic is simple, you just need to count those characters. So we're trying to implement with the hash map. We can do with array as well, not a big deal. There's a small concept, but with hash map you will have broader ideas, and it can say that with hash map you don't have to put more ideas. If the characters are if I like lowercase as well, uppercase as well, you don't have to put your brains. Just simply count it and just match it. So I will tell you how it does. So for example, let's take an example of an anagram. So let's take an anagram and a Nagaram. Yeah, Nagaram, very famous name. Yes. So we are moving over here. So we created two hash maps. These hash maps look like this. Yeah, same as my brain, empty. So they will have a key and they will have a value. It's empty, my brain. So we start with, for int I equal to 0, I less than ch1.length and I plus plus. So we started with that, we took the whole character length. Okay, and what we'll do, we'll take the first character. So for example, if we started with anagram and we started with a of the anagram, so what it will do is, it will go to the map1. This is a condition written, map1 dot contains key ch1 at I. So currently I is 0. So he says, okay, I am seeing that a over there, and is it in my hash map, map1 dot contains this key, any sort of key? So it's saying no, there is no key as a. I'm seeing it clearly, there is no a. I'm not bluffing. So he said, okay, there is no a. So what we'll do, we'll put an a. So what we am saying over here, okay, it's not there, then go to the else part, and what we'll do, we'll say map1 dot put ch in 0 comma 1. So what it is doing, it's saying, okay, just put it and say the count 1, because we have started right now only. So we say, okay, let the count be 1, and I was happy with that. Now the I plus plus came, and the character increased to n, like the value of I becomes from 0 to 1, and so the character we took out is n. So again I asked the hash map on this line, if map1 dot contains key, and is it n, and does it contain any key name n? He said no, it doesn't contain. So again I went to else and I said, okay, for n put 1. So he said, okay, for n I had put 1, fine. Then he says, okay, now I plus plus again happened, and he said, now we came to a. So he said, okay, if map1 dot contains key, and he's like, yes, it contains the key. It contains key a. I saw it. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Yeah, you can see it's there. A1. It said, yeah, it contains key. Then what should I do? So we'll do the postmortem again. So what we are doing is map1 dot put. Okay, map1 dot put ch1 at I. Ch1 at I meaning is like the character A we are talking about, carried at 2. So we have seen simple thing. What to put do for the given key? It puts certain values. So what we are saying, get that previous value what you had for A. So earlier we had 1 for the A, and then add 1 to it because we are counting now. So we have encountered one more A. So here we are increasing with 1. Depending on your program logic, you can have to add certain things, you have to do certain things. So that is totally on your programming logic. But here what we are doing, we are counting. So we encounter another A. So what we will do, we do +1. So +1, and then it will become 2. You got it? Let's again do it. So map1 dot get ch at I, that is get at A. So A is our character, and we are saying map dot get A. So at A we had 1, so we are getting the value 1 and we are adding 1 to it, so it's 2. So as I said, if you are using it like for example map dot put A comma the new value, then the new value overrides on it. As I mentioned in my previous example, it is helping over here as well. So this happens. Now what happens? Take the next character G. So he asks if map1 dot contains key, G is there. Is G there? He says no, the G is not there. What again we will do? Same thing. We'll make again G. I will say okay, G is there, and I will take the count to 1. Now again he said okay, R is there. So he will go move to I++, it will have, and will move to 5. Okay, is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. My counting is very bad. It's indexing is 0. That's why my counting is bad. So we'll go for R, and that R value will be 1 again because there's no R before used. Now again A is encountered. So okay, map dot contains A. He said yes, it contains. So we went map dot put at A. What to put? First get the value, previous value, and put 1 more to it. So now the value will be 3. I think you are getting it. If you're not getting, just take back a video a bit back and just check it out again. No problem, no one is saying, you are on your own. So now the last thing is M, and I'm seeing okay, is there M over there? So I'm not seeing M okay in this table. So I said M is not there. So again what we'll do, we'll put M and then increment 1 to it. So this thing is over. So now what we're doing, so we made one hash map, and it contains the count of each and every characters. The exact same thing is done for the another one. So what you do, you pause the video, you try this on your own. If you haven't got this thing, you just try on your own and see how it works for the next string. What is the next string? Anagram. Yes, you just win the Anagram. You just make this thing, and then you'll understand how this thing is working. Now one simple step, things are done here. In array you need to compare. Here you no need a for loop. One single line, map1 dot equals map2. You need to check, are the both maps equal? Just return the value, else false. So guys, if I say that for this lengthy code, okay, I can optimize this with one simple function, then it will sound nice. So what simple function for this whole line I can merge into a single function that can perform this thing. What is this thing? If it has a key, you do some logic. If you don't have a key, you have to apply a different logic. So what we will do right now, so there's a function called get or default, okay, that eliminates this two logic, if and else logic, that it eliminates directly. So since mat.put, we have to put the value, that is for sure, we have to put the value, okay, our logic is this. And then what we say, you have to put at ch1 at I actually, and then you should be like map.get or default. Yeah, this is the player. Get a default, and what default value you need? You need either the default value at chi, or you get 0 and you add 1 to it. Okay, so you add 1 to it, and this is it. So what to do? Let's do the post-mortem. Yeah, so we are doctors and we'll just tear him apart. So what we do, map.put ch at I. So for example, we started with A, and we said okay, map.put at A, map1. Okay, we are doing with map1. Okay, if you don't get confused, we generally get confused if I make a small mistake. Map1.get or default. So he's saying get or default. So what he is meaning, the first part, if you understand simply, like the get part is talking about ch at I. So he's saying if you have it, if you have the value in the map, initially like the map is empty, like my brain, it was completely empty, and he said if you have a value, then give me that value for the given key. For example, if at A I have some value, previous stored value, then give that value to me, or else give me the default value you want to initialize with. You want to initialize with some value now, so we are initializing with 1. So what we do, we say okay, so we have to increase the count over here. So you got the logic by given 0 over here. It's over time we'll get the logics. We gave 0 because we are doing +1. So for example, if I don't have A, so I will say okay, default is 0, and we'll put at A is equal to 0 plus 1. So the initial value of A will become 1. Okay, and the similar thing will happen one after the other. So I think you got this thing. And the same thing you can do. What I will do, smart way, my way. So I think it will take more time. Copy pasting take more time for me. I don't know why. So I just write this thing and it's over. No, it's not over. Just to write map2, that silly changes you need to do. And so the thing is done, yaar. The thing is done. It's completely done. Overdone. It's over. So just by a single line, we just completed this thing as well. So you saw how small code it is. Actually, you're saying, okay, you cannot, if you don't write this line also it works. If you write that s1 dot caret, it works, no problem. So you saw how the code becomes smaller because of this. So what actually happens if they have given the uppercase over here, if they can give lowercase, if they are given some characters, some digits, something like that, and for an array you have to apply different logics over there. There is a logic. If you want, I can discuss in the later videos. If you want, you can write in the comment section that yeah, I need to know the array logic as well. But if you don't want to know that logic, no problem. So here, if you have anything, any sort of symbols come up, no problem, he will count for you. You don't have to apply the logic, other logics. Okay, and a simple line, just compare it, map1 dot equals map2. So guys, this is it for the hash map. So what you need to go, you need to practice the questions out of it. So how to practice the question? So no need, I will give you 3-4 questions, and if try to do that with hash map only, don't try with any other logic, just try to do with hash map, because those questions I will give can be solved with hash map. And from there you will get the logic of how these things work, and you know that the hash map, the searching in a hash map is big O of 1. So it makes it more easier sort of thing to do this. So this is it for the today's segment, the topic segment. And if you have doubt on any other topic, and if I think it's the YouTube channels don't have that better content to explain you, then surely I will make, or else I will recommend you that page, because it's better to learn from the experts also. They are also the experts in these fields. So but the video was not there for this, especially the hash map, so I just made this video. So thank you guys, like, share and subscribe the channel as soon as possible. Do it.
क्या नाटक है रे? भाई ने बोला करने का तो करने का, पागल है क्या? चल